keep that area of the pitch locked up and stop Man City coming through the lines.
Rio?
Yeah, listen, I'd like to see this West Ham team get off to a positive start. 4 defeats in the first 4 last season. Turn that around and get some positivity back into this stadium. Good start, and the new signings to start well for West Ham.
Okay, and it's a good noise at the moment. So have West Ham finally found their goal-scoring answer? Is the top 7 a realistic aim? Can City really make it 3 Premier League titles in a row? So many questions, and we'll soon start getting the...
So these are the teams today, and it's a big day for 2 players who had their seasons severely disrupted by injury. Jack Wilshere and Felipe Anderson are both in the starting lineup for West Ham. Summer signing Sebastian Haller makes his Premier League debut up front after his £45 million move from Eintracht Frankfurt in the Bundesliga. Manuel will the VAR decisions from Stockley Park for this one. Manuel Pellegrini needs little introduction to the opposition today, but season 2 will bring increased expectations for the Chilean with West Ham mark going in. So off we go. Brace yourselves for 9.5 months of Premier League football with the London Vincent Kompany in what's going to be his last season in English football, and an early problem here for Aaron Cresswell.
Yeah, I just think he took a bang in the face there, and you see him. Accident.
There's a mistake in there by Rodri. Lanzini was onto it quickly. Rodri with a challenge. Mike Dean has a look and says goal kick.
He panicked a little bit, Rodri, didn't he? He didn't need to make the challenge.
Moving inside the penalty area, and a good save in the end from Fabianski. Had plenty going on ahead of him. Did well to deny Riyad Mahrez.
Yeah, that's a really good run from Riyad Mahrez. Steps inside. Of course, the West Ham players are showing him into traffic. They want him to run into other claret and blue shirts, but none of them got close enough to stop the shot.
Well, they work short. Silva. Clip back over the top from Zinchenko. It's the City after the start that Liverpool made last night as well, of course.
You can see him there right in the middle of your screen. Starts on the bench today, but you can already see he's got good feet, hasn't he? Tidy. He's got good appreciation of players around him, Sebastian Haller. Don't think he's going to run away from anybody over 8 or 10 yards, and you wouldn't think so.
And that the decision should have gone his way. The play goes on. Antonio with the cross that's too deep. Mahrez. And Silva. Well, he thought it was a corner. A goal kick given.
Just a little bit too much time, that, for David Silva. Got to get out to him a bit quicker. Declan Rice is trying to cover Aaron Cresswell, then he can't quite.
Raheem Sterling. Back on the left flank today after playing through the middle in the Community Shield and winning the free kick from Fred.
Yeah, it could have been different. There was a couple of penalty decisions that went against West Ham on the evening. So that one actually could have been different. For 20 minutes, they played very well.
Raheem Sterling gets a second bite at the cherry. Wide from De Bruyne and cleverly done. Well, brilliantly done. Side netting only. It's Riyad Mahrez. His body language suggests he thinks he should have scored.
Yeah, he should have. Should have at least hit the target. Fabianski has to be diving at this to save it. He's onside there, Riyad Mahrez.
But yet to have a single attempt. Manchester City have had 4, looking for number 5. And their season is off and running. Issa Diop forced to slide in and try and clear the ball. Manchester City have the lead. It's taken them 24 minutes of the new campaign, but it's business as usual.
Well, I mentioned a little while ago about isolating players. Watch out, Kyle Walker isolates Aaron Cresswell. It's a great pass. It's a brilliant pass, but he uses his pace to burst past the fullback, and Diop can feel Gabriel Jesus heading towards that near post, looking to flick this in, so he feels compelled to go to ground and put something on it. He does exactly that. Great run, wasn't it, from Walker?
It's Manchester City's way. Back from Walker. De Bruyne.
Oh. Sterling's just going to touch that in. If David Silva, yeah, he's just saying, I didn't hear the shout, or didn't hear it quick enough.
De Bruyne, City finding more and more space now. Walker making his way forward. Mahrez, the out ball. Jesus again, looking for a similar finish to make it 2. It's an awkward one for Lanzini to take, and he's claiming he was fouled by Zinchenko.
Mistakes out of Manchester City. You can't let Guardiola and his players.
West Ham with the throw. Chance to turn, bit of improvisation in the end instead from Alain.
Lucky. He might have needed that just to pop up off his chest a little bit higher. To
Zinchenko, De Bruyne. Back for Kevin De Bruyne again. Good save.
Lovely football. So precise, so accurate, so intricate in those tight areas. Zinchenko and De Bruyne and David Silva lost the tempo and lost the start and the momentum that they had early on. They can just
the 1 extra minute prescribed at the end of the first half. Jesus! Well, the offside flag ultimately went up. I think the goal would have counted had he been able to guide it over the goalkeeper, and Diop's got away with it. Making his way forward, supplying a superb cross for Gabriel Jesus' very deft finish. Manchester City ahead. Manchester City kick off the second half, leading by a goal to 0. West Ham making the change at half-time, and De Bruyne just dancing away from Balbuena. It's Raheem Sterling. So easy for Manchester City. Cutting swathes through West Ham United. The kind of goal that was their hallmark last season. Our Pep hopes that this season will provide more of the same.
Brilliant football. Typical Manchester City break that. Again, look at this run from De Bruyne. When he picks the ball up here, could have got rid of it. He drives, bursts past 1, 2 claret and blue shirts, then draws the third in to release Raheem Sterling, and then he trusts his striker to
ready. Could be 3 though by the time they make it. This time it's Jesus again. Sterling the provider. Jesus with his second. 2 in 2 minutes for Manchester City. They are in the mood.
That's a beautiful goal. Well, the West Ham boss might look to the floor, but he ain't going to find any answers there. His team are now being overrun. Again, when they up the intensity, and he's onside there, Raheem Sterling.
And it's been overturned. Play will resume with an indirect free kick. And it stays 2-0. Fine margins, Andy.
Yeah, serious.
Well, does score a high proportion of his goals with his head. Can Snodgrass find him? Inches away.
Lucky. Edison it was who came flying out. It was Issa Diop who attacked it. Good ball in that, because it's got enough whip on that to...
Battles that lie ahead. Brighton and Watford away, the next 2 fixtures. Just City the opportunity to make the change. Sergio Aguero coming on for the final quarter of the game, replacing a man who's had the ball in the net twice. One of them counted, and one of them didn't by a fraction.
Yep, decent performance from Gabriel Jesus.
3 in the centre for him. That's an excellent save from Edison, and he stopped the follow-up as well. Clean sheet stays intact just. West Ham's best moment of the game. Then Rice loses possession, and the counter-attack is on. De Bruyne, Aguero ahead of him. Morris again cutting back inside. Sterling! Brilliant! Wonderful crisp finish from Raheem Sterling. And Manchester City do have a third goal. Again, it will be looked at, as all goals are, just to make sure that he was onside. But City celebrating the third goal they've... It is that of Raheem Sterling in the middle of the D.
Brilliant finish. And they've had one...
Bianski gives it away. Straight to Riyad Mahrez. How costly an error will that be? Diop just stood his ground, but the referee's given a penalty. Save. Didn't hit it with conviction, didn't get the power or the direction right. And Fabianski makes the save. Just have to make sure that there was no significant encroachment. It is going to be a retake, and Declan Rice is encroaching. Officials are most concerned with, and that is why there is a... Aguero against Fabianski, part 2. 4-0. No mistake at the second time of asking. And Manchester City, yet again, for the 5th successive game at the London Stadium, have hit West Ham for 4. But here's Raheem Sterling on the hat-trick, slots it in beautifully. Goal number 5, setting the seal on another wonderful afternoon for Manchester City. New season starts, and Manchester City have hit the ground running.
Lovely finish, Raheem Sterling, well played.
The Hammers' one last chance of a consolation goal. This Hernandez.
To this one, and maybe secretly plotting a little upset.
5-0 was the final score, 5-0. VAR's quite confusing.